What's up, my fellow Philly folk? It is I, the Bard in Bose, and I'm trying really desperately not to like wake up my partner in the other room. So we're gonna do this ASMR style. So I just got back from RVR. Just got back. I'm filming this like 2 weeks later. I got back from RVR and I wanted to film all the stuff that I got, and then Thanksgiving happened, and then I got my booster shot, so I was like sick for 3 days, and then work happened. So you're getting this a little late, sorry. But I wanted to finally sit down and show you guys all the goodies that I got. RVR was so much fun. So if you don't know, I did staff the swap meet, and I also was the master of ceremonies for an open mic night, and I was in both fashion shows. I was very busy. So just a quick rundown of my weekend. Thursday, my friend met me over here. We jumped in my car and we drove all the way to Las Vegas, checked in, got our badges. The next morning, we kind of showed up and walked around a little bit, and then I had to go and prep for the first fashion show, which was all things J fashion. I was modeling for Puvithal, who is such a sweetheart and so funny and so cute. And then after that, I had to rush back and then change so that I could MC for open mic night. I feel like open mic night was really the vibe of the whole weekend. So going into it, you know, it's the first year. I was wondering, you know, was it gonna be a success? Was it gonna be a flop? I was essentially preparing to like stand on stage and like talk for 2 hours. But the minute that people realized that they could do drunken karaoke was the minute it was saved. It was such a blast. Everyone got into it. They were all singing karaoke. There was this one person who did this awesome idol dance. Like they looked like a celestial jellyfish is the only thing that I can describe them as, because they had like this outfit that was just this flowing like silk and taffeta and just so cool. It was such a great night. So we finished that up, and then the next morning I had to wake up around 7-ish to get down in time, get dressed, get down in time for the swap meet, which ran until 2 o'clock. And then the next fashion show, the Lolita fashion show, was at 3 o'clock. So I stayed until 2, and then I ran to the hotel room, which, by the way, you didn't go to the event. The hotel room and the convention hall were like a 15-minute walk. Changed as fast as I could into something that would hold the petty that I needed for the dress that I was gonna wear, and ran back to the convention. Like, I had 15 minutes to like do my makeup and get everything ready. And so I did that fashion show, and then I went back to the hotel room and I laid in the bathtub and turned on the shower head and did that for like an hour. And then for the rest of the night, I was just not functioning. I just like we went out to dinner with like friends and stuff, and I was just like sitting there. I was like old man, just like The next day, the final day, I did have some time to like relax and shop. Did a lot of shopping. I was able to sell all the dresses that I came there to sell at the swap meet. So of course, I turned around and used that money to buy more that I don't need. And then there was the tea party, and oh my gosh, the tea party was so good. It was, of course, it was a small convention, but it was just so nice to finally sit down and like rest your feet and have some tea, and like it was all the food was so delicious. Like, I had a girl at my table who like wasn't into either salmon, or basically I got the leftover sandwiches that people didn't want to eat. But we had appetizers, we had finger sandwiches, and we had desserts, and they were all so incredibly delicious. My one complaint is that the teapots that they had only had about 4 cups of hot water each. And we had like a table of like 6 Lolitas. and only 2 teapots. So like that water went fast. But the servers were really sweet. Like the lady that we had was really, she was very happy that none of us had any dietary restrictions so that she could just give us what the kitchen gave her. Now there was an after party on Sunday and I was so exhausted and we had such a long drive home. Essentially decided to like skip it, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun. When you're doing a first time con, you know, there's always going to be worries. There's always going to be like this idea of like, ooh, what if nobody shows up? Like there's a lot of anxieties, and the staff, but Nif in particular, who's the con chair, like worked so hard. Like I was exhausted. I didn't even cover a fraction of what most of the staff covered. Like they worked so hard to put this event on, and it really shows. And they were just, everyone was lovely. Everyone I met was so fun and so nice, and it was so good to just like get out and meet new Lolitas and like see all the dresses and talk to designers that you've been following. And oh, and I got to meet Lore. I got to meet lovely Lore. We actually have a little bit in common because we were both scare actors. We are both scare actors. And so basically like going into tea, I was like, hey, before you leave, I want to know what your best scare is. And so like halfway through, she like comes to our table and she like gets down and she's like, so I have a scare story. And she told us her favorite scare story, and then I told her my favorite scare story, and then we talked about movies because she has experience in documentary filmmaking and I'm a screenwriter, so we like talked shop for a little bit. It was fabulous. It was such a fun event, and I got to see a lot of friends. But today we are going to be looking at all the goodies that I got over the weekend. There are many. Here we go. So I'm going to start with like the little things first. It's all about the little things. Y'all remember that movie? I didn't see that movie, but the advertising was everywhere. Jared Leto is a cult leader, by the way, just so y'all know. The first thing that I want to show off is this brooch that I got. Brooch from Poopythal. I am so in love with this. I wanted the red and gold for my Nevermore coordinate. I ended up only getting the black because they were out of the red, but I did manage to snag the red for her Black Friday sale. So excited for that. This is such a great little extra piece for like adding a little bit of elegance. It's such a great, I love anything that makes me feel like I'm a diplomat in 1857. Like this is, like I'm a European translator from the 19th century, and this is absolutely, like I love, this is probably my favorite thing that she's ever done. And I, for whatever reason, I just never, I guess I had to see it in person because I always loved it in concept, but I guess seeing it in person just really drove home like how much I love these things. So I'm probably gonna get a bunch of these in different colors. This I got through Kuroshiro Kawaii, but this is, I believe, Hanuli. This is a little treasure chest necklace. I have a Taobao dress that is, I believe it's called Captain Katrina, and it's pirate themed. Just this cute, like, open treasure chest with all the, I love all the little jewels. Let me see if I can get it in the light here. But I love all the little jewels, and it's so cute, and this is just going to be such a great addition for that dress. I'm really excited for that. So this is fun. So I got a couple of rings. I got this, like Evil Queen Snow White sort of dagger through the heart ring. This goes with so much of my wardrobe. And then this again I got from the Poopy booth. These are little paper flowers, so I gotta be careful if I ever wash my hands. Again, like it goes with so much of my wardrobe, especially my goth stuff. Also, I got stuff from BB&B finally. I always knew that I wanted stuff from them, but I never knew what I would want, right? Like, but I ended up getting this adorable It's like a filled donut unicorn necklace. And I figure with Twinkle Journey, which I got in the Sax colorway, the Dusty Sax, like this would be perfect because it has all those undertones of like golds and pinks and all kinds of stuff. Their stuff is so good. I always was under the impression that it was going to be heavy because it's so big, but like it's so soft and light and easy to wear. And then I got stuff from my actual package for being staff. So I got this adorable, it's this little like RBR pin that has the date of the convention. I love that. This is a little, I wore this with my Melty Cream. Can't remember which one I wore this one with, but it's a little like ivory pin that says royalty, which is very nice. But this one is probably my favorite thing that I got in the package. It's this beautiful rosette that has like, it's heart-shaped and it's got like a lock and a key. It's so, like the artist who did all the stuff for the convention is so incredibly talented, and she came up with this design, and the minute she came up with this design, I was like, I want that. I have a lot of my sweet stuff is chocolate themed, so this is perfect. And now on to the bigger things. So first, whoa, hey. So I've been wanting like giant, chunky, like Mary Janes for a while. These are Demona brand. I saw these at the Kuroshiro Kawaii booth, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And these I got specifically for this punk coordinate that I have sort of going on, and I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, they're really comfortable. I've had Demonas before. They make me 7 feet tall, and I'm down with that. Next up, we have this. Again, this is going to be for the punk cord. I wanted to find the Kuromi like headpiece, you know what I'm talking about? It's like the rectangle piece, but it has almost sort of like the tiny bat wings a little bit. Couldn't quite find it, so I settled for the next best thing. I'm probably going to try and tea stain the red bits, because these are all 3 pieces. So I might try and tea stain the red, make it a little bit darker. As it stands, it's a little too bright for what I need it for. That, I believe I got that at Black Ribbon? Yes, no, these are all Paradise Rose Shop. That's what these are all from. Next up, this I did get from Black Ribbon. It's this little rosette. I wore this with my Nevermore dress. I've noticed that black and gold is sort of my go-to for darker pieces, but I have the Nevermore in the Death colorway, in red, and this, like with the birdcage and everything, it's just such a nice, like, elegant extra piece, especially when paired with the Puvithal, like, brooch. Next up are the 2 big pieces that I got at the weekend. Again, this one is from the Black Ribbon. They were advertising this print before the convention happened, and I was so excited. I really wanted it. I would honestly wear this not only in like a Lolita context, but I would wear this casually. Like, this is such a cute, adorable, not even adorable, this is gorgeous. Like, I love this print, and like I love the Moon Man felt that it comes with. It's so, you know what this gives me vibes of? It gives me vibes of Treasure Planet. Y'all remember that movie? Yeah, with like, especially with the almost sort of watercolor-esque border print that it has going on here. And of course I love all the gold filigree and the detailing, and it does have pockets, which is even better. I just fell in love with this print, and I think I got like one of the last ones on the rack, and I was so excited. So, yay! The piece de résistance. I'm sorry to all of my French followers. I got an Altier Pierrot one piece in burgundy. I have been wanting an Altier Pierrot one piece for a while. I follow them on Instagram, and they always look so comfortable. And I saw this at the swap meet, and it was we were still opening the doors, like people weren't allowed in. It was like 5 minutes to opening, but I saw one of my vendors put this up, and I like Naruto ran to her to her booth, being like, how much do you want for it? And then I spent all my change to like buy this in cash. I love this piece. I love this piece. This is probably going to be one of my new workhorse pieces because it's just so, first of all, it's red, so it points there, but it's got elastic everywhere. It's fully shirred. The sleeves are so gorgeous. These like big old trumpet sleeves. And this, I can cord so many ways because it is so simple, like there's no print or anything. And one of the ways that I'm really planning on cording it is cording it in sort of like a punk way. So I have this sleeveless duster that I got while I was still working at Hillary's Vanity, which is the goth shop that I worked at. And so I figured that on top of this, with some either some like stripy socks or just some straight up like knee socks, and then the Demona Mary Janes, and just this, you know, and then this weird headpiece. Just total high class punk vibes. And I am here for it, and I'm so excited to try that out. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I post all my looks on there, and I will absolutely be posting this look because in my head it's like glorious, but it could also be terrible. So we shall see. So that's gonna do it for everything that I bought over the weekend. Again, Royal Vegas Retreat, so much fun. They will not happen next year because there was so much effort to do it the first time, but when it happens again, if you have an opportunity to go, do it, because it was, even for a small con with like not a lot happening, you just like met other Lolitas and you vibed, and it was great. Highly, highly recommend it the next time it happens. I will be working it again, I'm sure. It was so much fun, and for those of you who saw me and met me and like we connected over the weekend, hi, and that's it. So I'll see you on the flip. Bye.